Star Wars Episode 4. Finally, we got to watch this one, the first one, but the fourth one. And it was really good. A good film is good no matter when or how you watch it. And that's what we found here. We had a situation where uh, people sort of on the internet you find all these questions about the prequels. Oh, why did this happen, why did this happen, and the new ones, why does this happen, why does it not make sense? And I always thought maybe because these films came out before all that, they don't get that as much, and maybe I should watch it and then see what questions I've got. And I watched it and I just enjoyed it and thought it was a really good film without that many questions, which of course shows you that it is a good film. We look at relationships, and in this film, you establish relationships very well. Here, you've got Biggs and Luke, and even they have a good relationship, even though we only see it for a short time. We've got R2D2 and C3PO; those are two robots, and we like their relationship. We like how they're friends. One doesn't even talk; just beeps and opens doors, and he's a better character than pretty much, well, arguably anyone in the whole series, but certainly anyone in those prequels. You've got Han Solo and Chewbacca. You have a relationship where you care about those two. They're friends that come in as friends, and they meet other friends, and you don't want these characters to die in the same way that maybe you do when you watch The Phantom Menace and see Jar Jar Binks. Which brings me on to the dialogue. The dialogue in that episode one was appalling, as I previously stated. Here, you have a little droid that makes a few beeps, and you understand what the dialogue is, and it's better. People do complain about Star Wars and the dialogue, but in this movie, really, it kind of all made sense. Now, Obi-Wan Kenobi takes a big gamble in this film, doesn't he? He decides that it's okay to take the son of Anakin Skywalker and take him on this journey and maybe start his training as a Jedi, but just as he's getting started, he dies. That's a big gamble. Why does he do it? Is he choosing that he's going to die and that Luke is going to see his dad, Anakin Skywalker, kill him? And therefore, when he eventually finds out that Anakin Skywalker is his dad, he won't want to follow him because he can see he's a murderer because he murdered his mate Ben. Ooh, I don't know, but it seems to be something like that. Big gamble, really. And again, that kind of a little bit twisted Jedi logic, as we've maybe seen in the earlier films, still there. To be fair, the biggest problem I've got with this film is that I can understand why nobody joins the rebellion, and that's because there's no diversity there. You've got basically a whole room full of white guys, and they're it. Princess Leia maybe is a woman, and but Chewie's not in the resistance by kind of choice, really, is he? So no diversity there, and no Akbar, no Lando at this point. So maybe people are right to join the Empire. And if you look at the way the robots are treated, particularly by Han Solo, you've got to question um, the well the way people are treated. Way non-people are treated by the goodies. However, this film benefits from having Han Solo in it, which none of the other films do. All right, up to this point. And that makes it a good film. We see the universe Han Solo inhabits, and that's the kind of exciting part, rather than all the Jedi stuff that we've got bogged down with, the kind of emotionless Jedi stuff that we've got bogged down with the prequels. Princess Leia's pretty good in this film. All right, is she as good as Padme in Episode 1 and Episode 2? I don't know. They're both kind of badass. They shoot stuff and get involved. No problem. There we go. Star Wars, great movie. And you get the effects are, by today's standard, I would say better than the prequels, even though they're many years later, even though George Lucas was waiting for the technology to be able to make the prequels. These ships that look like they've actually been built, that people actually look like they're sitting in, That's what I want when I see someone in the spacecraft. I want to look and think they're in the spacecraft. And I do with this film. Great movie. Best one so far by a mile.